Alrighty guys, here's another playthrough episode. I'll be quiet.
Did you feel that? An evil power. It can be sensed even here. It'll be soon.
He finally escaped. Demigra's back from the crack of time.
It's the revival of the demon god. This is...
Looks like he's ready to fight, too. Trunks, please take care of Toki Toki. Help me correct this historic mess.
Where are you going?
I'm going to see what I can do about it. Now, go! Now is the time. We need your power.
Well, that seems pretty interesting. Alrighty guys, so I know I haven't done a Xenoverse playthrough in a long time, and a lot of my fans have basically requested me to finish up the series, so I know this is not going to get a lot of views, but you know what, for the fans out there who really legitimately care about me finishing the series, I pledge this video and my time to you, and right after this we're going to get back to Legacy of Goku 2, since I have significantly more time on my hands now. So let's get the party started, and I'm very curious to see how the audio sounds because I had to basically drag my microphone like at least 3 feet away from my computer because my computer makes a huge noise when it's like basically powering up. Alright, so let's get this on. So we got Cell, Frieza, and Kitty Boo. Whose ass am I gonna kick first? Alright, you got this, Qaaman. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna kill... let's see. Well, who killed Piccolo? I'm gonna kill Frieza's ass. Alright. Alright, so Frieza's giving me a little bit of a fight. Alright. I kind of like how on this game, how, like, when they're in their super evil forms, you actually can, like, see them, like, still talking. Like, I would think that if they were in their completely possessed forms that they wouldn't be able to actually communicate very effectively. You would think. But I guess that's not the case. Alright, so now Goku's coming to help out. Alright, Goku. Let's do this, my friend. Ah. Kid Boo's going nuts, man. The thing about Kid Buu is, like, he's already pure evil, so, like, how much more evil can Kid Buu be, you know? I mean, he's already super evil, like, how, like, what's the max quota on what he can be? Because he was literally created to be, like, an amalgamation of just pure evil, so it's just kind of weird when you actually think that you can make something pure evil eviler. I've always found that weird, to be honest. Alright. Alright, Sully. Actually, technically, when I killed Frieza because he killed Piccolo, I should have killed Kid Buu because he technically killed Piccolo too. Yes, guys, I'm a Piccolo fanboy and proud. Oh, man. I'm excited to finish this up and then we could go straight on to Legacy of Goku. I have to replay a few missions and then I'll get right back to it. I'm going to spend the whole night basically getting caught up on that game and fixing my emulator problem. But yeah, guys, I hope you're enjoying this little playthrough episode. I know most of you probably have already seen this so far. But if you want to see Qaaman finish the journey, here I am. Now, one thing I have noticed about this game, though, is like Super Saiyan actually seems to be like a disadvantage when you're actually fighting like against competitive players. And the reason why is because like what they usually do in competitive matches is they basically just run around and just basically allow you to, like, try and just burn out your Super Saiyan transformation. Then when you run out, they just try to dominate you. It's a cheap strategy, but I think that Xenoverse needs to fix the Super Saiyan engine. Because it seems like it's a weakness, but at the same time, you might think it's actually, you know, a successful thing to do, considering that you can keep spamming energy attacks. Alright, so now it's Gohan, Gotenks, and Vegeta. Alright.
just happened? What the? Why are you attacking? Energy seems strange. Someone did something to you. That energy. This is Xenoverse magic. He hypnotized Piccolo before. We have to attack them to break them.
Now the weirdest thing about this instance is that if you look at like Gohan specifically as a character, if let's say this is hypothetically taking place like right after the Buu saga, like not a lot of time has passed and Goku and Vegeta wouldn't have had time to really achieve like their Super Saiyan God transformations. If Gohan was possessed, just in terms of individual power, like he would be a serious threat for the rest of the Z Fighters, because right after Gohan would have been, you know, right after the Buu saga, he was clearly stronger than Goku, and I've already done videos to explain why Gohan and Gotenks were stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Josh has done it, Super Jaien's done it, but I mean, basically, in a nutshell, if Gohan were to have that type of power, like, it would be a serious problem. Serious problem. Like, they'd probably have to they'd have to speak him out of doing it, of fighting them at least, because there would be no way that they could defeat him. At least individually. If Goku and Vegeta fuse, that's different, but individually, there's nobody who could have stopped them. And I know some of you are probably thinking, if you go by the movie logic, you're probably thinking, like, what about in Wrath of the Dragon, where, you know, it seemed like Goku was stronger than Gohan then? Well, you know, movie logic is kind of skewed, and obviously there was, you know, a change in time after that. We don't know how much time actually passed in between, you know, both the Buu saga and Wrath of the Dragon, but I would assume it's at least a year or two. And you can't use the Goten and Trunks appearance thing because, I mean, they've always basically looked like kids. It doesn't seem like they're ever going to age him, to be honest. And I find that kind of sucks. I mean, because Goten and Trunks should have aged by now at some point, you know? Alright, got Gohan. Alright, let's see, who's next? Vegeta. I always wonder, what the heck is this little purple cloud thing on my head? Like, I've actually played this game for months now, and like, I've still never figured out what that actually does. In the comment section, if you guys can actually like tell me like what that purple cloud on my head means, I'd appreciate it, because I've never understood it, and I've played Xenoverse so much, it's crazy. Alright, where did Vegeta go? I'm trying to sense him. By the way, I also got a new Xbox One controller. Where the hell did Vegeta go? There we go. But I got an Xbox One controller today. It actually feels slightly easier to grip than the Xbox 360 controller. The reason I'm saying this is because I have bigger hands. I know somebody's going to make a perverted joke on that. But yeah, I have pretty big hands, so like it's actually easier for me to grip a Xbox One controller instead of like squeezing my hands in to basically grip a 360 controller. But I definitely like the feel of it significantly more. And I definitely think Microsoft did a better job in like actually improving the mechanics of it. Alright. I'm not doing very well here, aren't I? I'm more of a guy who like prefers to use like actual in-game characters as opposed to custom characters, so you know, using in all these custom characters isn't really my cup of tea, if you know what I mean. Alright. Well, seems like Goku's getting his ass kicked. And I definitely am getting mines too. Alright. You're dead, Vegeta. Oh, fuck, I need some help, man. I'm sucking. I'm so much better with in-game characters. I don't know why. I didn't build my custom character to be the best. Like, he's more of an energy attack build, because I realize that energy attacks do significantly more damage on this game. But, you know what, I kind of like doing the physical moves at the same time, too. Kind of like mixing it up a bit. Man. One thing I do like about Xenoverse is like they do have a pretty good character roster selection. But one thing I wish they actually changed though is I wish they actually organized it in a way that, you know, you could actually have and like the ability to play with like a Majin Vegeta. I felt that's kind of a bummer how they didn't include that in the game. Because Majin Vegeta would have been an awesome character. Like they could have just mixed it in and like actually like made characters like different like I don't know, like defaults of attacks and stuff. Like for example, like instead of having, you know, like 50 million versions of Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza, you could have like one Frieza and one Goku, and that Goku just has a bunch of different, you know, builds, you know? I mean, I understand Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and I understand maybe Super Saiyan God, but I don't really think you need all those builds. Alright, so where's Gotenks? There they are. Man, I am out of key, man. Goku, what the hell did you do to fucking Gotenks this whole time? Nothing? You're fucking useless, dude. Jeez, man, that's awful. Like, this whole time where I'm fighting Gohan and Vegeta, Goku literally, like, tickled Gotenks'... He tickled his health bar. It's like, what did you waste... What have you been fighting him for? Well, this is just awful teammate. What an awful teammate, man. Ah. Shut up, Gotenks. Alright, sayonara. Oh crap, got him. Well, that was pretty good.
Alright, things have finally calmed down. Don't worry about us. I'll get the bad guys, no sweat. And I'll make everything right with the Namekian Dragon Balls. But I'll leave Demigra to you. Don't worry. I'll catch up with you soon.
Sayonara, Goku. Wonder how the microphone quality's coming out. If you guys are watching this video on YouTube, the audio was good enough. Some pretty good animation, I'll be honest in saying that. Looks better than Super.
At long last, the hour of my ascension has arrived. I did it! I'm finally free!
Now that's a sick laugh. Alright, so I gotta kick Demigra's ass. He's got some nice small ears, I see. Alright.
It seems you're late.
Now I think it was Toasty who showed me that there's actually like some hacks in the game where you could actually play as Demigra. I feel like it's kind of a bummer like they didn't include him in like the regular character roster, because honestly, I think it's kind of cheap because like he's like a major character for the game. Like you don't even have the ability to play with at least a nerf version of the main villain of this game. That kind of sucks.
Seems that your friends do my bidding now.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Trunksy.
You're being controlled by Demigra's magic.
Supreme Kai of Time. I meant X-Supreme.
Sorry, my friend.
I believe
But I gotta kick your ass a bit.
no longer required this time.
You menacing fool! Give him back! Toki Toki isn't yours!
Do you know what happens when you defy a god? Do you? You receive divine retribution!
Man, this guy's going off. Speaking poetry, my friend. Funny thing is, I know it's like the chances of it happening are literally like absolutely slim to none, but if Demigra was in Super, I actually wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I know it would be kind of weird because it's like you're basically making like a video game character like canon, but or at least moderately canon. Honestly, guys, at this point, Super's canon is just like up for grabs. Like it's not really canon. It's just a series, man, and I'm just looking at it as its own series. Say in the comment section if you actually consider Super canon. Personally, I just look at it as its own series. I mean, because the whole, if you want to get into like canon stuff, it just gets too complicated. All right, let's see.
What? It's trying to escape my mind control? It's to break out of Demigra's magic. Don't worry. I need your help. Just keep it coming. Shut up. You defiant little ingrate.
All right. I'm not gonna lie to you. This guy would have a pretty interesting playstyle if he was a regular character. I mean, honestly, I know that the chances of this happening are like ultra slim to none, because obviously the game is basically done with its like, you know, DLC packs and stuff. But I definitely wouldn't mind if like they added like an expansion pack and like you could play as Demigra. Like that would be awesome. It really would be. It's just kind of cheap how they just don't have it in, you know? Because I mean, like you can't create this awesome custom character for like your own video game and then you can't even play as the villain. Like to me personally, that was one of the biggest bummers about this game. But that doesn't mean this game isn't great regardless.
Don't get cocky. Soon you'll be my puppet too.
Your magic won't work anymore. Give it up already!
Cheeky little thing.
Cheeky.
So, if it's a fight you want, then a fight you'll surely get!
Alright.
You shall now see the power of the demon god!
Be careful! His power is even greater than before!
And you're not supreme. This world now has the only god.
I will be honest, like this game did have like fantastic voice acting, so much so that you actually like you always see yourself actively like engaging and like hearing what they're saying. That was a big plus about this game, I'll say that. Even the voice syncing was a bit off, but you can't blame them too much considering, I mean, this game was just basically ported over from, you know, Japanese to English. Like they're not going to change the whole motion of the voice speaking to perfection. It just doesn't work the same way for video games as it does in the anime. Even if you look at the Dragon Ball anime, I mean, Funimation tried its best, but sometimes the English words didn't adjust very well to like the movement of their mouth. It's not perfect, guys. It's never gonna be perfect, but the best you can do is try your best, I guess. Oh man. But as I forgot to ask you guys though, if you were to like basically create like your own script of Dragon Ball Super, like let's say you had the reins to do whatever you wanted, on a scale of 1 through 10, how much would you want Demigra to actually be in it? Cause like personally, I mean, the whole concept of like being trapped and like being like a demon god and stuff, like we've never really learned that much about the Makaioshins. And I also wouldn't mind if like Mira and Toa were in it. Like if they didn't like completely rip off the story and they made it like original, I could see it working, you know? And honestly, I think Super really has like a lot of room to like expand its story. Yeah, a lot of people might not be happy with like the content, you know, with the Resurrection F arc, but I mean in terms of original content, Super has a huge ceiling. Huge ceiling. Oh man, Goku's doing quite well against Demigra. He's doing much better against Demigra than he did against Gotenks, so he's just standing there doing nothing. I mean, I go over there and the guy literally knocks out like 10% of his health after I've been fighting for like 10 minutes. That's ridiculous, man. That is just utterly ridiculous. Ridiculoso.
We did it!
We actually did it! We did it! I'm sorry. So, where's Toki Toki?
The jerk Demigra swallowed him. We have to get him out.
Dare you!
Shoot!
Found it! Grab onto me!